So really we're seeing that even though the iPhone has now been kind of on the scene for over a year, it's still kind of leading the charge in terms of what people are doing with their smartphones and what the capabilities are around smartphones. When we compare it to other devices in the space, we're still seeing more applications downloaded to the iPhone than any other device, and it's a huge multiplier. We're seeing a high percentage of iPhone owners saying that they're downloading up to 50, 60 apps onto their phone. You don't see numbers like that at all on the other phones. You still see a large majority of people with Blackberries and Palms saying they haven't even been to their provider's app store or downloaded. In terms of other type of activities, we're seeing just web browsing happen a lot more frequently. So it's the device that people constantly have in their hand. They're constantly using it. They're shopping, they're Twittering, they're checking their Facebook status, they're checking their stocks, and it's an opportunity for marketers to get in front of these people because there's so many places to display ads within this device, and it's something that's in their hand constantly.
What advice do you have for marketers and publishers, to take advantage of this mobility and the way consumers are directing their attention to these phones?
So I think this is a really interesting question, because right now people are building out all these applications and trying to get them downloaded. We saw this morning the Taco Bell application from the keynote speaker, and there was a lot of conversation about what that's about. How is that going to drive consumers to interact with the Taco Bell brand differently? Are they going to download the application? And people are spending a lot of money to develop these things. And I think the advice that we generally give as a market research consulting company is make sure you can test your ideas. Make sure you can test to see how the consumers are interacting with either concepts or with new platforms such as applications before you spend the money, or at least build in variability within the platform development so that you can change things around and see, is this message going to work? Is that particular ad placement going to work? Because this is an expensive proposition and very much improvement.
Yeah, along that too, it's kind of the mobile still the unknown. People are trying a lot of different things, throwing a lot of dollars and trying to see what sticks and what ends up being long-standing. Using data that already exists for the online space can help marketers figure out what their mobile play should be. Taking that Taco Bell example still, there's a very specific demographic of people that eats at Taco Bell. So understanding who that demographic is, understanding where you can start talking about the app and getting them to download, because you still have to get this application downloaded and you have to find out where those people are. And moving out of the traditional print, traditional media, you're going to find a lot of these people online. They have a smartphone, but they're also online. They're also watching online video. So finding those people online and knowing where to target them, I think, is important to try to get your brand out there as you roll out your mobile strategy.
What do you think the next thing is that's going to come and impact the mobile environment? What's the next
Dave, you're hot on online
wave?
Video. I'd like to take that one.
I think video is the next big thing, and I think we're already seeing it happen. Not even necessarily just watching video on your phone, but user-generated content with the phone itself. And we're seeing this already just really in the past couple of months, a new trend toward instant video sites. So now certain smartphones are equipped with fairly sophisticated video cameras, still not as good as they will be probably in a year, but you can be out taking video of a scene somewhere, anywhere, and within seconds have it uploaded in real time to sites like Quick or Twitio or Kite, or some of these new sites that you may not have even heard of because they're very much cutting edge. The news in Iran was very much seen around the world through these kind of instant video applications and Twitter and other mobile apps. People were updating it, and that was how news was getting out to the rest of the world. So I think we're going to see a lot more of that as both networks get faster and phones get more sophisticated.
Location-based services is also like the other place that I see some development will happen over the year. I'm kind of tired, I think, as everyone is, of hearing the example, you walk by a Barnes & Noble and you get a text message with a coupon for Barnes & Noble. Like, that can't be it. That can't be the only place, knowing your location is going to go. So I think, I'm not making any predictions about what's going to happen in this space, but I definitely think some technology and expertise should grow around that as well.